Hi, this is Sujit Paul here. Today's session is more for the teenagers who intend to go out for studies that, CBSEs and ISCs are kind of out. So there are three critical things that I would like to suggest to today's youngsters and teenagers. Whilst we have received multiple comments in our Insta and similar from parents that, what are the basic tip that we can actually give it to the youngsters. Now, first and foremost, understand that if you are getting into your own path of your college life and similar, you have to understand what is the mission for you as a child that gets into a new sense of distraction that would come. Now, first thing is that ensure that you have to understand that you set your life well and your mission is to study well, study hard, get a good knowledge of the subject in whichever field you want to pursue your life ahead, and ensure that you are grounded and get the grasp of the subject. Number one. Number two is that be kind, be lovable. At this age of kind of 18, 19 years, your hormones would be very, very active and you would have a lot of distractions. You'll have distractions of social media, you'll have distractions of the new place, new college, new boys and girls near you, everything around is new, and more so that when your parents are not always close to you like what they were in the school. So it's very important for you to have focus and understand that you should not get into kind of distraction of your life, irrespective of whatever that you see around. So every time that you as a student intend that, okay, I am kind of probably getting distracted, pull yourself back, make yourself more disciplined, and ensure that you are not distracted much. Third important and critical thing is that be lovable and kind to your surrounding. In your new college, in your new hostel, in your new environment, you will find different kinds of students that come from different socio-cultural backgrounds, different ethics, different values, so on and so forth. I always suggest that everyone may not be like you, but be as kind to the person that is close to you, if it's in your hostel, in your dorm, in your room, in your class, in your surrounding. Be lovable. Don't worry what the other person reacts, but you need to know that what are your sanskars, and based on that be as much lovable as possible. This will fetch good vibrations back to you. Do not get bogged down by the pressure of what you see around you. If they are spending huge amount of money, no worries, you don't need to do that. You should know that your parents have sent you for a mission and you need to adhere to a mission. You are your own mission director and you should know that what is the mission of your own life. If you are on your mission director, you know that you have to fly this missile, then you need to understand that your parents have aspirations for you. You should have aspirations for yourself for building a better tomorrow, and there is where you need to understand that what is it that you should do in the next 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, or so on and so forth, depending on what studies you are doing. Also keep in mind certain other parameters, like you must be in touch with your parents at a consistent level, because they are the most important friends, your bondings of yours, in spite of not being around you. So it's very important that you disclose to them whatever is going on in totality and not really hiding, because you would not know as a student that what to say, what not to say, what to hide, what not to hide. Once you kind of learn how to handle those things, then gradually you can calibrate yourself. But at this point of time, when you are actually fresh going out in the market, so many years you were in a school kind of environment, it's very, very important that you speak to your parents, if you are on a regular touch with them, of what everything is happening in the class, in the dorm, in the cafe, or anywhere else, so that they can also guide you and navigate you the kind of decisions that need to be taken, the kind of actions that need to go through, and that will really, really help you. Number two is that be close to your professors or teachers, whosoever it is. If you don't understand, go back to them, ask them, be aligned to the studies that is happening, be prepared for the next day's study that would happen. ensure that everyday studies you are actually finishing on time and not really delaying and keeping it postponing. You will have children, who would go and enjoy themselves, who would like to postpone, okay, later we'll do it. No, do not do it. Keep in mind, there's nothing later. You are going there for a purpose. Every single morning you need to ensure that you wake up fresh and you go to your own school or college or university, wherever you are studying. I'm sorry, I mentioned the word school. And be very, very diligent that you will be connected to your teachers and professors very closely, because they would be guiding you, they would be mentoring you, they would be teaching you so much of academic data that would actually be utilized by you later on. So whilst the first three is very important, what I said, the following two is equally important, and you need to understand that you are out in a new environment. Always new environments are fascinating, these are more glitzy, etc. But also keep in mind that you need to be matured enough how to handle a new environment so that you can evolve into a better person for tomorrow, and you can set yourself well into the race of life. Because this is the time, if you really study well, if you really be very focused into what you are doing for the next couple of years, you will have a great and beautiful life. And children who waste this time because they have gone out, supervision is less of their parents, they would have a fall in their life. So it's your decision as a student what you intend to do. Is it a short-term fun and that you intend to have, or a long-term enjoyment of your life that you intend to have? If you really are interested for a long-term enjoyment of life, then this is the time when you need to study hard, focus on your studies, understand that this is the time when you can actually build your career.